In order to create or renew a Run As account, you need to check 3 sets of permissions. Write permissions over Microsoft.Authorization, provider for the subscription, permissions needed to create or renew the service principal, and permissions needed to create or update the automation account itself. First, the user needs to have write permissions over the Microsoft.Authorization provider for the subscription. The user will need membership to either owner or user access administrator role. To review permissions, head to the Azure homepage, Visual Studio Enterprise subscription, and select Access Control. Find the user you want to check access for. In this case, it has User Access Administrator role assigned to it. You can use the Add button to add new roles for the user. Second, the user needs to have permissions needed to create or renew the service principal. There are 2 levels at which this permission can be granted. It can be assigned to all users in the tenant at the directory level. This is the default behavior, or it can be individually assigned via role membership at the directory level. To check if it has been assigned to all users, go to Azure Active Directory and manage the user settings. If the app registrations, users can register applications, is set to Yes, then all users will be able to create the service principal. If it is set to No, then the user would need to be assigned to the Application Administrator or Application Developer roles at the directory level. To check access, head to the Roles and Administrators in the Manage section. Check the role and add an assignment if needed. Finally, the user needs to have permissions needed to create or update the automation account itself. For this, the user needs to have full write permissions on the Microsoft.Automation resource provider. These permissions are granted by membership of any of the following 3 roles: Owner, Contributor, or Automation Contributor. To verify permissions, head to Access Control. In this case, the account has the contributor role assigned to it. Note that the users having these permissions and having Run As account will be able to create, modify, or delete any resources within the subscription from the portal and via scripts. Also note that when a Run As account is created, it is assigned contributor role at the subscription level by default. You may want to limit access to a resource group instead of the subscription. By configuring and verifying these permissions, you will be able to successfully use your Run As account.